We've just had a brand new batch of zines arrive at Black Armada HQ, so let's get them open. Ghost Hunt Live. So this is our game of TV psychics and ghost hunters, such as you might have seen on 1990s BBC shows, and you're going to be hunting for ghosts in some old spooky house or an underground tunnel or a museum, and uses a system very similar to Lovecraft-esque to generate the horror, with a bit of TV appropriate stuff like skeptical parapsychologist explaining why this isn't real, stuff like that. So this is, as the picture maybe suggests, it's a sort of comedy game. It's about ice cream sellers battling to secure the most customers by way of a sort of Roadrunner and Coyote-esque action. So you'll be doing things like trying to break into your opponent's van, or blow it up with a bomb, or attack it with a trebuchet. I think that happened in a play test. As it says here, a game of wildly excessive actions in the pursuit of ice cream sales. And part of the fun of the game is you come up with these interesting traps and things to try and trick your opponents into harming themselves. Whatever it is that they do that they think is going to be safe is going to trigger one of your traps. By the end of the game, it will have got totally out of hand and the police will show up. Hence we have this tumbling block tower. Every time someone does something, depending on how extreme it is, they have to pull blocks from the tower and eventually it will collapse. But maybe one or more of you will get away with some money anyway. This one is about TV archaeologists. If you've seen the BBC TV show Time Team, you basically hit the nail on the head in terms of what this is about. You play TV archaeologists. You are going to do an archaeology dig, and you will dig up historical artifacts, which you will then speculate about the significance of, like people tend to do on these shows. And at some point, you slip into a historical scene where you find out what the real story of the item you've dug up is and the people who lived there. So you kind of iterate between archaeology and living history. Yeah, it's a lovely little game, a lot of fun. Gladiators 2050 is in honor of my personal love of the TV show Gladiators, which, I mean, surely everyone's familiar with Gladiators, but in case you aren't, it's like a TV game show with contestants trying to do slightly contrived physical tasks while like professional bodybuilders try and stop them. And that's exactly what Gladiators 2050 is. It's like that, but kind of mashed up with the Running Man. So you've got professional bodybuilders armed with chainsaws trying to stop you while you go through a physical task where there's maybe snakes or fire or something like that. So it's quite over the top, a little bit silly, but and at the end you will win a holiday in Barbados, as is traditional for the show. You're basically, the fun of the game, and it is a lot of fun, apart from creating outlandish gladiators and extremely boring contenders, I should say, is creating these events where you're going to compete. And this table kind of does the work of that. You generate elements for your event, and then you will run through the event and see whether which of your contenders can make it through the event alive, and if they're alive, whether they can get enough points that they can win the dreaded eliminator, where there'll be yet more silly obstacles and things for you to clamber over. So it's a lovely, silly, short game for an evening's fun. We are going to be at UK Games Expo on the weekend of the 31st of May to the 2nd of June. We'll be on stall 1856, and we will be bringing all those games, plus our existing product lineup: Flotsam, Last Fleet, Bite Marks, Wreck This Deck, and also our sample copy of Lovecraft-esque 2nd edition, if you would like to have a look at that. So hope to see you at UK Games Expo. Please do come and say hi. Stall 1856.